Nani, what a way to mark your return. Your first Arsenal goal, your first Champions League goal too. How good does it feel to be back?
Yeah, no, first of all, I just want to thank my Lord and Saviour, Jesus Christ. And yeah, it's just amazing, to be fair. First goal, couldn't have picked a better game, to be fair. It's always difficult, you know, as an attacker, you want to hit the ground running straight away. Sometimes you got to wait, but it was perfect. I'm so happy that the team got the win as well.
3-1 against Bayern Munich, a team that Arsenal have historically struggled against. How big of a statement was that?
Yeah, it's an incredible statement. But we know the work that we put in every single day. We're so together, and we go into these type of games now with a real confidence that we're going to get the job done, and that's exactly what we did today. So we're really satisfied. But of course, we got another big one on Sunday. So.
Absolutely. Look, there were some unfair comments when you signed for Arsenal this summer. How much more determined did that make you to prove yourself here at Arsenal?
Yeah, it was a little factor for sure, of course. I'm a confident player, so I don't really like anyone telling me that I can't do something. But it's really my teammates and the staff and how they've taken to me and the belief that they have in me. That's really the real reason why I want to, you know, do my thing here and give back and play really well and help us win trophies, which is what we're all trying to do. So, as
you say, it's your old club Chelsea next. They've just beat Barcelona. You've just beaten Bayern Munich. What sort of game have we got to look forward to in the Premier League this weekend?
Thank my Lord and Saviour, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see on Sunday. Obviously, first versus second. They got a top team. We're a top team. So yeah, I think it's going to be a good game, and God willing, we get the result that we all want.
Well done tonight.
Thank you so much.
Yes, it was. What a night of football we just lived. 42 goals.
42?
In one day.
I got 39 in the last 5 minutes.
Yes,
We're on 42 now.
There you go. That's what I'm here for. I got you, Mike. Don't worry about it. Yes, so it's going to be an incredible post-game because that means we've got a lot of goals to get through.
Stay with us. 42 goals. What have we got? We've got Jamie with Liverpool.
Table time.
Yes. We've got table time. We've got Arsenal's Thierry. We've got Kylian, 4 goals.
I'm not sure I've got table time.
Tell him.
Oh, my God. I'll talk to my mate Troy. Dubai. We had a debacle in Dubai.
You and Troy?
I've got a great story for you. Stay with us.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Come on in, come on in, come on in. So good to have you with us. Jamie's not really on the same, well, it's not good vibes for Jamie, but we'll get to Liverpool. We are going to talk about the only team left in the Champions League this season with a 100% record. If you remember, we came into the day, Inter, Bayern, Arsenal, all had 100% records. One man left standing. It's Arsenal. Let's talk about their game against Bayern Munich at the Emirates, a 3-1. Thierry, sum it up for us. How did this game go?
Exactly as we saw it. Jamie was talking about set pieces. We were talking about them avoiding getting pressed, not encouraging, obviously, that team that presses ever so well. Bayern Munich to do it against them. And so they play Arsenal, but they don't overplay when they are in their half. They tend to go long when they know that a mistake can happen, and it worked out, and they scored on the counter. And they actually scored on a Bayern trying to overplay. So that's just, I thought that was a good game from Arsenal, solid, especially after the weekend and what's coming also this weekend. So it was just, like I would like to say, the most solid team at the moment in Europe.
Arsenal, class act, aren't they?
Yeah, Arsenal are the best team in Europe right now. The only thing that we said before the game, and the same with Bayern Munich, but we're saying it more about Arsenal because they've just beaten Bayern Munich well. Can they still be the best team in Europe by May? There's a long way to go, but right now, no one can get near them.
OK, well, let's take you through the highlights. Jamie, why don't you take us through this first one that we're going to show? Because set pieces, you talked about it before the game.
Yeah, I called it right again. So it was Saka, Timber gets in front. We mentioned about dislodging the goalkeeper in our analysis, didn't we, before the game as well? There's definitely a little nudge on the goalkeeper from behind. We mentioned that as well. But Timber, to be the guy who makes the block on the goalkeeper and win the header and score the goal is absolutely fantastic.
And you also mentioned Timber could have done and should have done the same thing against Tottenham.
Yes, exactly.
Tonight, he did it.
But then my man, Eze, I thought he was going to score a goal today. Look at that, lovely touch, fantastic. Gets it back from Marino. And you just think he's going to bend it into the far corner. That's
what he tried to do.
But it opens up too much there, you know?
You need some special drawing for that.
He needed to whip it into the far corner. And then
no, that's a great delivery, great vision, great pass, and great finish from Carl. As you can see here, I think it's Kimmich on the ball that's going to see the run of Gnabry. Gnabry's going to have a little glance inside to see that Carl made the run. One touch and one touch. One.
That was delightful. That was. Carl, what a player he is, by the way.
Yes.
Brave.
And he nearly makes it 2-1 in the second half here. Listen, it was a really good game. It was, as you said, coming into it, the two top teams in Europe now does really well. And you think Lewis Skelly's going to come back around, but he doesn't. Thierry will know this better than me, but the ball's almost stuck under his foot. He can't quite get it out.
He needed to shift the ball a bit more.
Another set piece.
Marino.
I mean, look, they score from one every game. They look like they're going to score 3 from every game. And they get another chance here again. Mosquera, again, another piece of analysis there before the game if you were watching.
But the delivery as well, though, Jamie. The delivery is excellent.
I mentioned that Declan Rice's delivery beforehand, Mikey. Yeah, you're right. Delivery is fantastic. Probably nobody better in Europe right now delivering those balls to those
little handball there from
Russian Arsenal defenders.
And that man, was it Rice maybe with a chance? I mean, who are we going to talk to? If they stick around, stick with us.
Maybe.
But look at this. A little burst of pace. He's looking. Touch. I just think, can he just dink the goalkeeper? I might ask him about that a little bit later on, but great running power and a good save from Neuer. Oh, Saka at the end. Maybe could have tapped it in. And then Madueke.
Yes, that's exactly what I was talking about. You know, you can see Bayern here. Upamecano, it's not on. It is not on. Sometimes you have to realize that it's not on.
Obviously, it's not on.
Eze gets the ball on the side. Play Calafiori, as you're going to see it. Declan Rice again got the ball back. Calafiori sees Madueke on the back post. Very difficult now for the left back to come back and be in front of him. And it's a tap in.
Saka a little rest. Madueke comes on.
Yeah,
gets a goal.
By the way, Calafiori came on with Madueke. Boom. And then who else came on?
Martinelli.
Boom.
I mean, look at this. You thought he might start actually, Thierry, today.
Yeah,
just for exactly this reason.
Yes.
Neuer, no man's land. See you later. Have you got the precision to finish it off? Because we've seen people miss from that angle. He steadied himself, composed himself. But I don't know what this high line is from Bayern there. Really good pass from Eze and then composure to finish it off. There has a little look. Defender, no chance. Kimmich getting back there. Really good finish to wrap it all up. Great night for the Arsenal.
Yes, it sure was. Let's take you out to the Emirates where Peter and Anita Jones were watching for us live tonight. Anita, I know you're happy.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, you thought it was going to be a score draw, Peter.
Yeah, it didn't. It didn't pan out like that. No, Arsenal superior in most departments today. I think the manager, he's got everything right as well today. The lineup, the way they started the game, the pressure they kept putting Bayern Munich on. And it was only at 1-1 and that chance for Carl, where it probably was a little bit in the balance of Bayern Munich. Apart from that, it was Arsenal. And then, of course, he makes the substitutions, and they are the ones who ends up scoring. And, you know, it's just, for Arsenal, this week has been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, their depth in squad. You think of the fact that they lost Leandro Trossard. We'll, of course, try to ask Mikel Arteta how serious that injury is. He's been involved in, 10 goals, so key for them. But you look on the balance of how they played in that North London derby today. They obviously have Chelsea coming up at the weekend, but so much to be positive about.
I said this pre-match. I'm going to be like Jamie now, sort of repeat what I said pre-match, and my analysis of Carl was also brilliant because
it was spot on.
He scored, didn't he?
I like the
but
joke,
I said I said pre-match that you know, on Sunday they really looked like champions against Spurs. It was clinical, they played well, and they took that into this game today, probably up against the second best team in Europe at the moment. So today it's just a really, really good performance, and the atmosphere in the Emirates was brilliant as well. So it's a really, really fantastic night.
I'm glad you spoke about the atmosphere in the Emirates, because at the start you were talking about Harry Kane and how he loves to score here. Yeah. Did you hear any of the chants being sung here?
Harry Kane is funny because Harry Kane, he spent most of the game playing midfield. Yeah. Right? It's really, he actually played in that Kant position. And, you know, I don't know why that was, but of course it takes a little bit of what you can really do off. Yeah, I mean, they don't really like Harry Kane in this
No, there were a few chants out there asking where he
yeah.
was. And just finally, to give the viewers at home a taste of what it's like here, we know Vincent Kompany has the highest of standards. They came into this game being unbeaten, but we saw him look visibly angry and livid as he came off.
Yeah, so... we can't turn the camera around today, but literally the other side of where we are is the entrance into to their dressing room.
The visitors' dressing room,
and he was the first one here, and he was so angry. I've never seen him like that. I can understand that, because at the end of the day, if, you know, is it a free kick on Neuer in the first goal? We don't know. I mean, it can be discussed. And then, of course, the third goal, Emmanuel Neuer being caught in no man's land. So it comes down to... he would look at it as individual mistakes in a game where he kind of must have felt that he had, or they had it under control. At 1-1, it felt like they had it under control. That was not the game we saw, but he must have felt that.
Yeah. They thought they could get back into it. Anyway, of course, we'll bring you some interviews from here. Michael, who would you like to hear from out of interest?
Rice, baby.
I knew it was coming. We'll do our best for you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Look, guys, it did say, their boss said, look, we know that we are weak, Bayern Munich are weak from set pieces, and Arsenal are the ones that could take advantage from it. Talk us through exactly how they managed to do it this time
Well,
around.
did it beautifully. It's another facet of their play, of course, set plays that we know they're very, very good at. Look, basically, it's like drawing a curtain across the front of that goalkeeper. A little bump on him, great delivery, that's important, and then a vital touch on it from Timber, probably the smallest man. From this area here, Owen, you can see Kimmich, he just gets drawn, he's scanning.
Well, they know the boys are coming, don't they?
They know they're coming, they're waiting, but then he just moves out of where he should be. A little gap appears, the ball then arrives in there, perfect. A little bump on the goalkeeper, who for me, experienced keeper, he panics, and he just flaps at it, and it's a really important goal for
And
Arsenal.
I actually think Timber's not there to score. He's just there to bump the goalkeeper. You know, Saliba, he's the one they want to score, the big lad, but that bump puts off Neuer initially. But then Timber's just there, the ball arrives to him beautifully. Arsenal are exceptional at set pieces. Their execution was remarkable.
Yeah, and he bumps him and then runs off him and moves away from him, so that the eyes are drawn then to something else. And I think Arsenal, you know, the people said it was a foul. For me, no. We've got Peter Schmeichel near us and he's shouting for the goalkeepers. No, Peter, no.
Goalkeepers Union. What does he know about that?
Exactly.
Guys, let's talk about the equaliser, because, look, we talk about Leonard Carl. This was a brilliant team goal, though, Owen, as well.
Yeah, I mean, you can talk about Leonard Carl. He is exceptional. But look at, you know, Harry Kane is kind of the one that's causing a bit of chaos. He's dropping a little bit deeper, and Carl and that's a Gnabry. He gets wide, and it's a brilliant first-time pass and set. But look where Harry Kane is there, and gives Saliba something to think about. He's thinking, do I go in there? But actually, if he would have stayed in this position, he probably would have stopped this cross. Credit the cross from Gnabry, it's amazing. And the finish from young Carl is brilliant. But Harry dropping deep is causing chaos.
Yeah, and I think you're right. Saliba would then have been back, wouldn't he? Just to cover around a little bit. He doesn't touch the ball. There's 24 passes there for that goal. Harry Kane doesn't touch it, but he has an effect on the goal.
Youngest player as well, Leonard Carl, to score in his first 2 Champions League matches. He's going to be quite some player in the future, but tonight he's quite some player as well. This is all even at